That makes no sense. On January the 4th, they recommend to drop Flynn. They mentioned the Logan Act, and you advised against prosecuting the Logan Act. Is that true?
We never made an official decision about whether we were going to do it, but I think it was unlikely, certainly unlikely, that we would pursue a prosecution. That was not our primary concern. It was not a Logan Act violation. It was a counterintelligence concern.
Okay, here's what I want to understand. It's a counterintelligence investigation that led to the interview. You didn't authorize the interview. As a matter of fact, you wanted to go to the White House and tell them about the problem, didn't you?
That's right. I did. I thought that was the more immediate issue.
And when you heard about the interview, you got upset, didn't you?
I was upset that Director Comey didn't coordinate that with us and acted unilaterally. Yes, I was.
Okay. Did Comey go rogue?
Then you could use that term, yes.
Fine.
But rogue as to the timing.
So wait a minute. Thank you. So here's the point I'm trying to make. Did I violate the Logan Act when I called the Israelis up and suggested that you need to come out against the Iranian nuclear deal because I think it's bad for the United States and Israel, even though that was the policy of the Obama administration?
If you were doing that as a representative of the government, while the Obama administration was in place.
I'm not part of the Obama administration.
No, I understand that, but I think the Logan Act is a reflection of our country's longstanding policy.
My question is, would a United States senator, in your view, violate the Logan Act if they reached out to a foreign government to express a contrary view of foreign policy?
If you were negotiating on behalf of the U.S. government, you may. But, Senator, I have to tell you, the whole prism here that you have, that this is all about the Logan Act, is just not how we were.
Why did somebody bring it up? Why did they mention the Logan Act if it's not about the Logan Act?
Because, as I was trying to say just a minute ago, that's a reflection of our long-standing policy in the United States, that you have one president at a time. And this wasn't just...
Is it the long-standing policy of the United States that an incoming administration can't talk to foreign leaders about change in policy?
You can certainly talk to foreign leaders about a potential change in policy in the future, but this wasn't any policy. This was undercutting the sanctions of the U.S. government.
You had one administration leaving in 2 weeks, and you had a new administration coming in urging them, don't escalate. And to anybody who thinks that's a violation of the Logan Act, that is stunning as hell. That means you can't really talk to anybody. You can't hit the ground running. So I just don't understand where the Logan Act came up. And I do believe very deeply that you were surprised that the president knew about the intercept and you didn't. Who told the president of the United States about the intercept between Kislyak and Flynn?
I don't know, but it doesn't surprise me at all.
Have you ever asked anybody?
No, because I would expect that the president would know about a national security threat.
But you didn't know. Right, you were surprised you didn't know. Who in the FBI went around you to tell the president?
I don't know that the FBI told
Did you ever ask Comey coming out, hey, have you been talking to the president about this and not talking to me?
No, what I asked him was why he knew about it and I didn't, and he hadn't told me.
Well, did he tell the president about it, or do you know?
I don't know who told the president.
You never asked Comey, did you tell the president about this investigation?
No, because, Senator, my concern was not that the president knew. It was not only entirely appropriate, but
you seem very surprised and shocked that he knew and you didn't.
Right, because Director Comey was part of the Department of Justice, and I expected him to tell me.
So here's a question, final question.
It turned out, to be fair to Director Comey, they had told the National Security.
Who's the most likely person to tell the president about the investigation?
It wasn't about an investigation,
About
Senator.
the intercept. About the intercept.
It was, I can't tell you who was the most likely.
Wouldn't it be Comey? Didn't he pull Comey aside?
I think this information was shared with the intelligence community.
Do you think it'd be good to ask Comey about that?
Mr. Chairman, give her a chance to answer.
I'm sorry, Senator, I didn't hear your last question.
I'm sorry. Do you believe the most logical person to tell the president about the intercept was Comey He's in charge of the investigation.
Well, first, Director Comey wasn't talking to the president about an investigation.
About the intercept.
About the intercept. I don't know if it was Comey or the Director of National Intelligence or who it was. It could have been.
Would the Director of National Intelligence be investigating a violation of the Logan Act?
Because the president, when the Russians so inexplicably reversed course.
Here's my question. Would the intelligence community be investigating a violation of the Logan Act?
Senator,
is that appropriate? Is that appropriate?
I don't know how many times I can say that that wasn't the PRISM. It was a counterintelligence threat.
No, you keep saying there was no, well, he was dropped from the investigation on January the 4th. They talk about the Logan Act. This makes no sense that you didn't know and the president did, and I'm trying to find out how the president knew and you didn't, and you still can't tell me that. Is that fair to say?
Senator, you won't let me finish the sentence where
Please.
I want to tell you that my understanding is that the agents had suggested that the specific case on General Flynn because before they knew about the conversations with Ambassador Kislyak.
Still don't get it, but thank you.